Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Batman. My favorite character.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ray. No Batman this time. Azrael! Alright, kids, welcome back to another episode of Wheeler the Night. The
Batman podcast.
Alright, kids, I am Phil. And again, joining me as always at the end of the month to talk to Azrael, it is Azrael.
Justin the Elf returning to Gotham with a burning sword.
You should get some lotion for that, kid. Alright, yes, that's right. This time we're going to talk Azrael 13 and 14. Nice little two-parter. Again, it's been a while since we had a this is the first time since we started the Azrael ongoing. We haven't done a two-parter since before Night's End.
Mm-hmm. We'll see a lot of them, though, actually, I think, for a while. There'll be a lot of, 2- and 3-part stories coming up here for a bit.
Yeah, nothing too big, I don't think, going forward, but I'm getting a returning foe this time.
Yes. An arch nemesis, possibly, yeah.
All right. Shall we dive in?
Yes.
All right. So, yes, we begin with Azrael number 13. Ooh, who's that on the cover? Azrael number 13 from February 1996. Demon Time Part 1 returned. Writer Mr. Dennis O'Neil, penciler Barry Kitson, inker John Stokes, colorist Demetrius Basoukas, letterer Ken Brzezinski, and editor Archie Goodwin. Azrael now resides in the house of Dr. Sandra Kinsolving. He tries to live a rather normal life and even trains with Nightwing, greatest hero of the DC universe. That's right, because we have a whole Nightwing podcast.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Carleton LeHah finally awakes after 6 months of being in a coma and having a steel splinter removed from his head. LeHah again gets possessed by the demon known as Biss and immediately attacks Azrael. Oh yes, this is the first issue, that where LeHah and Biss have actually appeared since Batman Sword of Azrael number 4.
The original miniseries.
That's right, and the first time that he's appeared in the series outside of a flashback. So,
yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
Let's get into this. All right, kids, that's right. My favorite DC biscuit, Nightwing man, shows up.
That's right, and he is a biscuit in this issue. I have to say, holy cow!
Oh God,
when I first read this, and he took the shirt off, was hosing himself off. I was like, wow. What is going on here? I don't know what's going on here, but I like it.
I know. I'm like, damn, it's 9. I'm like, then he going for the women and gay men gays here? Jeez.
I think so.
I'm like, okay, come on, fair's fair. Now Lily can hose herself off. Come on.
Right. I know. And that's another thing. She's still wearing the vestments of the Order of St. Dumbass.
I know,
She's still got the big purple robe and all the... I still don't understand. She's trying on other clothes now. Like
Brian even calls her out on it. And she's like, well, when you've had something beaten into you basically your whole life.
That's true. Yeah. She was basically a cult member for all intents and purposes. So.
Yeah. Again, I mean, she wore the same clothes. She never got to make a decision for herself her entire life, and never left that castle. Now all of a sudden, it's like, well, you can do what you want. You're free to go wherever you want. It's like.
Yeah. But I love that she's just watching Nightwing hose himself off, and she's just kind of staring. She's basically doing the same thing that I would do if I saw Nightwing hosing himself off. And then she walks over to him as he's leaving and says, May I ask a favor of you? And he says, name it, kiss me. And he Yeah. I love that.
Well, again, I mean, the only, like, naked or half-naked man she's seen up to this point is Brian, so it's like, Nightwing, a little better body than Brian.
Yes. And she doesn't dare to approach Azrael because he's obviously damaged. And trying to add any, like, romantic flirtations on top of the already formidable challenge that he's dealing with is not something that I think she wants to entertain the possibility of.
Well, they kind of talk, and it's like, because he says, "Oh, that wasn't proper. You kissing Nightwing," and she's like, "We're damaged." She basically says, "We're damaged." She's like, "We're basically children in the bodies of adults." It's But I think he's like maybe jealous. She's like, "Do you want to kiss me?" And he runs off like every.
He just runs away.
Every good second grader, yeah. He's like,
yeah.
Which
basically she got her answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but again, the art on this is great because still Barry Kitson, but I think guest inker, and then
we have a different inker, John Stokes, for this issue. But to be honest, I didn't even think it was a different inker the first time I read it. It has a very good continuity from the previous Pasco.
Because even like that first page, Azrael standing in the
frame.
I love because it's hallucination by Lilhy, and he's getting that steel. I mean, do you get the joke? Because like they show him, with Azrael with the giant bat behind him, they take that thing out, the bat disappears. So because remember, sort of Azrael, Lilhy learns who Bruce Wayne is, who Batman is.
Oh yes.
So I think that's a visual representation of Denny saying, "Oh, he just forgot who Batman is."
Yeah. Yeah. That was smart. Yeah. The first time I read this, I remember being a little conflicted about the return of Lilhy because that kind of his death in the sort of Azrael miniseries was like a big pivotal moment. Like that was a big deal for that. So it kind of it took some of the weight out of the climax of that story. But
I mean, I do like how Denny did it, though.
Yeah, and the fact that he did it, and he was the one that wrote the original miniseries. Yeah. Made me think that maybe he already had kind of a plan to bring this character back eventually.
Yeah.
Because he is kind of a perfect arch nemesis for Azrael. Like he has the same type of delusion that Azrael has, where they've got this imaginary friend that's talking to them and giving them orders. And in the case of Carleton LeHah, it's this demon, Biz, or however you pronounce it. And he's absolutely obsessed with the destruction of Azrael and the Order of Saint Dumas. So for all intents and purposes, this is like the perfect arch nemesis for Azrael, an original foe.
And it's so funny too because remember, during whole Night's End and everything, he's going after all those gun runners and everything, saying, "Oh, you work for Lilhy," and everyone's like, "He's dead, he's dead." He said, "No, he's not dead."
Yeah, it turns out he was right the whole time.
And I mean, can you imagine if had Lilhy woke up earlier and he'd come after Jean Paul when he was wearing that Batman armor? He might have got his neck snapped.
Oh, that's true.
Especially when, by Night's End, when he was not in a good way,
Yeah, or at the very least, he would have been sliced to ribbons, scarred for life.
Would have given him the old tally man.
Yeah.
But no, I do like how he didn't, Lilhy didn't get out in one piece. Yeah, they did crawl out through that sewer tunnel. The explosion drove that steel splinter through his head. So that's why we haven't seen him, all through like Night's Quest and everything. Because
I like that too. Yeah, that he was in a coma. He did have this horrific injury as a result of what happened. I like that too. He didn't escape unscathed from that conflict. Yeah.
Oh yeah, but then this whole Nightwing again. I love seeing Nightwing, but oh god, that giant ass '90s ponytail.
I know. It's so ridiculous because if you look at that ponytail, like his hair would have had to have been like 9 feet long in order to bind it into a ponytail of that length. Like it's absurd. and so many characters at this point in time had these long ass ponytails, and I don't remember why. Like I don't ever remember in the wild seeing men with ponytails this long.
That again, Superman's got the mullet at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. They just thought it was cool,
I guess, yeah.
Long hair.
Extreme.
Yes.
The extreme 90s, ladies and gentlemen.
Mm-hmm. So so I guess Azrael's kind of come out of his state, and he asked Nightwing to come test him. See what he thinks of his skills.
Yeah, make sure that he's not suffered any ill effects of the previous adventure.
But Nightwing says, you're not bad. No, you're good, but you're not what you were when you were wearing. And then Jean Paul's like, shh. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot we're not alone. So basically, Jean Paul hasn't shared with his friends. Oh yeah,
I was Batman.
That murderous, destructive Batman in armor. Yeah, that was me.
Yeah. So. Which, admittedly, is probably a wise decision.
Yeah.
He's already dealing with enough emotional baggage as it is. He doesn't really want these new people that have placed their trust and their faith in him to start questioning more of his sanity on top of it.
But he's like, oh yeah, I forgot. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, you're good, but you're not what you were when you wore that other costume last year.
Mm-hmm. But after he said that, I was kind of hoping that Nightwing would stick around a little bit and be like, well, it's obvious he's been through a lot, even since the last time I saw him. Maybe it would be a good idea for me to stick around and keep an eye on him, even from a safe distance. But that's okay. He's a busy guy. Yeah. He's got other stuff to do.
So basically, we're bringing Azrael back down to human proportions. Anything that looks overly superhuman, it's like, I know he ain't doing that no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Just that look oh my God, just that look on Lily's face. Yeah,
that
would be you or Lilith staring, not Nightwing.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
So, I mean, think about that. That's basically the first biscuit you've seen. I mean,
yeah, ever. Yeah.
In all its glory. Yeah.
Yeah. No wonder she asked him for a kiss. Yeah. And I still laugh at the part with Jean Paul and Lilhy, where she asks him, "Do you want to kiss me?" And he just says, "Me?" And she takes off running. And he immediately puts the mask on, the Azrael mask on, in the bushes. Like, he goes and puts that on instantly.
Kind of hiding out in that identity, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's the 90s, but it's so funny that, Lily's all still kind of repressed. She's not putting on different clothes or anything. But meanwhile, that purple suit is pretty skin tight. It's painted on.
Yeah. Who knew that they had spandex in the Order of St. Dumas?
Exactly. And I mean, that body, she's almost reaching Catwoman of this era proportions. Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised Jim Ballant didn't have a hand in designing her outfit.
I mean, it looks pretty close. I mean, her proportions are almost similar. It's a purple suit. It's getting closer. I mean, change the hair color. They would look very similar.
Yeah.
But that is so weird, too. Just Nightwing's she's like, kiss me. He's like, yeah, sure, kisses her. And then says, see ya.
See ya.
Rides off on his motorcycle. Although, I get
he's casual.
Well, he's in a weird spot, too. Because basically, I think the Starfire thing, they basically broke up not too recently.
Oh, that's true. They were on the outs then, weren't they? Yeah. Mm-hmm. He was a free agent, sowing his wild oats all over the place.
But yes, Jean Paul and his friends are living in Sandra's house because, Bruce Wayne sent him or her and the nurse to Europe after last episode's troubles. Yes. Yeah. But those two idiots. Was it Nug and Clubber?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
I love Lilhy gets home and he doesn't remember anything.
Yeah.
His basically, I guess his right hand man's telling him about the gun running and stuff. He's like, "Tell me, is what we do illegal?" And the guy's like, "You're kidding, right?"
You're kidding, right? Yeah. His only real obsession is the demon.
But then that Biss armor is sitting out on his bed. I'm like, so did one of his lackeys do that? Or, I mean...
yeah, I wondered that too. Like, what was that about? Or maybe that was like how he left it before the last time anybody saw him. That's the only thing I could think of. It was kind of weird. Yeah. And that makeup too for his face was sitting out. Yeah.
But like you said, yeah, he's hearing the voices like Jean Paul was hearing, during Night Quest and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
They sent the. Yeah, I like how they keep it kind of vague. It's like, okay, is it the brain damage, or is there really a demon talking to him?
Yeah. Kind of like with Saint Dumas and Azrael or the priests that in the order and stuff. You get this feeling that it could be a disembodied spirit or a force. Mm-hmm. It's more than likely a hallucination, a delusion in their mind. But there's this little glimmer of a chance that it actually could be something real.
Yeah, I just love that in comics where it's like, there's so much stuff that happens in this universe, but it's like, oh yeah, we have aliens from other planets, but is it supernatural? Oh my god! I've said
demons.
I've said it before. I'm like, even like Spider-Man, he's met all kinds of aliens and immortals and stuff, but it's like, vampires, really? Vampires exist? It's like, or werewolves? It's like, oh god, you've seen how much.
Yeah, he's been to outer space.
You've teamed up with Ghost Rider how many times, and you still have trouble believing the supernatural? That wasn't a bad case of acne Mackindale had, okay?
And halitosis breath.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a demonic infestation, Peter. Come on.
Oh, yeah, and then, LeHah even mentions in this issue. Yeah, not only is LeHah like his first villain, LeHah's the guy who killed his dad, Jean Paul's dad.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Yes, so he is really the perfect arch nemesis.
That's how Sword of Azrael starts. Yeah.
Killed his dad, the previous incarnation of Azrael.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I remember being surprised at the end of this issue with the fight. Because it just kind of happens out of nowhere. Just all of a sudden, these guns start blazing. They shoot Azrael and beat up Brian, and then there's a little bit of a fight, and then all of a sudden, there's this dude waiting in the bushes with this big foam gun, and he just kind of uses this massive, what looks like a fire extinguisher on Azrael to extinguish the flames and just kind of knock him out, I guess. But
at first they shoot him with these machine guns. They're like, yeah, it's not going to penetrate that armor. They're like, it's going to take the wind out of him. Which
yeah,
because again,
he's not going to enjoy it.
I mean, look at that face Azrael makes when they shoot him. I'm like, I think this is the first time in this series. Yeah, he felt it.
Yeah, and from the coloring of that, it almost looked like it was blood. Like they actually did penetrate his armor, but no.
But yeah, after they knock down Brian, just those Azrael's legs come up. Yeah, takes out one guy with the other guy's gun, and then the decoy's like, "Hey,
take a chance with me."
Hey, Azrael. Yeah, that's when they hit him with that fire extinguisher,
the foam gun. It's so funny.
Load him into the van.
I definitely wasn't expecting that.
That's so funny. And then it's like, to be concluded. Oh, a two-parter. All right.
Yeah. Nice.
Although I wonder if they did that too because, the next two issues are part of a crossover. We'll just hit the Azrael issues, but yes.
I think, too, they wanted to get back to kind of get away from what they had been doing with that whole origin story with the monkey fluids and all that stuff. I think that they made a conscious effort at this point to kind of steer away from that a little bit.
I wonder what kind of reception that story got, because it seems like they're just like, yep, Jean-Paul got over it, we're never going to mention it again.
They don't really talk about it again, do they? I don't think, at least from what I remember.
No, I think they kind of hint at, there's weird means were used to create Azraels, but I don't think they ever go into detail.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
I mean, poor Russell's still shaking. I mean,
yeah.
I spend so much money on tobacco and Mountain Dew.
He still has nightmares about that story.
Nom nom.
With good reason.
Yeah. All right. Should we get to the next one?
Yes.
All right. Azrael 14, March 1996. Oh, jeez. This thing is old. 1996. That's when I graduated high school.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Me too. 96.
All right. So, Demon Time Part 2, Revenge. I think we got, same team here.
Except the inker, James Pascoe.
Oh, is it a different one? Yeah. Oh, yeah, because we had a guest inker last time, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Azrael is captured by Simon LeHah, servant of the demon lord Biss. Alone against LeHah's forces, Jean-Paul passes a minefield, literally, and battles a robot war machine to get to the house of Carleton LeHah. In the end, Azrael defeats Biss and locks up a naked LeHah in a meat locker. All right.
But they leave out a little detail in that synopsis, which is that LeHah gets kind of a robo suit, like a remote-controlled robot suit to attack Azrael with. And that's my favorite part of the issue. I love that battle between Azrael and the robo suit. It's so good.
But yeah, I mean, this one opens with Azrael. Not much time has passed. Yeah, Azrael's still in the back of that van, and they're taking him to LeHah. And I love that. Yeah, he starts. He just gets up, backhands the one guy.
Yeah,
I love the.
That's a great splash page.
I love the driver up front. Like, what's going on? And you just see Azrael's fist come through
with the blade.
Yes.
What the?
The van crashes, and then you see Azrael hop out of that van.
Flying out of there. Yeah, so
like
great.
Almost looks like a little hop, but he got both those daggers extended. Yeah.
Yeah. It's great artwork. Yeah.
And then,
I love Barry Kitson stuff so much.
And I think literally we get Brian and Lilhy on one page in this issue.
Yes. Yeah.
Because Brian
because he got knocked out at the end of the last issue when they kidnapped Jean-Paul.
Yeah, because he's telling Lilhy what's going on. And I love he's like, what do we do? Can we get help? What about that fellow who was here yesterday? What's his name? Nightbird? Nightwing? No,
Nightwing.
I know. He's like, Lilhy's like, no, I don't know how to get in touch with them, and we shouldn't call the local police, considering who Jean-Paul is. He's like, we got to do something. We already are. We are waiting and remembering. He is Azrael.
Yeah. Got to trust that he'll be able to take care of himself in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Which he does. And Carleton LeHah eating this raw meat in this meat locker.
Yeah, like a big side of meat in the meat locker. Yeah,
nasty. Ugh.
Is that the demon?
A nice case of worms.
Oh. You will never escape the chemical warfare, Azrael.
Yeah. This is a secret weapon.
Yeah, the henchwoman comes in and is like, I thought you wanted to know Azrael got away.
Yeah.
She's like, he may still be on the grounds. And he's like, we'll find out. She's like, because he has cameras all over.
Yeah.
We see the barbed wire fence. He's like, yeah, everything's mined. If he tries to reach the road, we blow in the bits. Yeah, like you said, that robo armor. Yeah.
The Mac.
Something
we're developing for clients in Kravia, he says.
Microwave activational combatter.
Yeah.
A mechanical peacekeeper capable of reducing a company of trained Marines to hamburger in minutes. Armament includes flamethrowers, missiles, 50 caliber machine guns loaded with armor-piercing explosive shells, and a few miscellaneous items such as poison gas, mace, and napalm.
She's like, no nukes?
He's like, we're
working on it.
Then we just see.
I wonder if there's a supersized one, do they call that one the Big Mac?
Oh, nice! Wow, that was a great joke. I'm loving it. Oh. Don't give me. Hey, man, don't give me nightmares. I worked at McDonald's back in the day. Don't give me nightmares.
Yeah. I can still smell that fry-later.
Oh, yeah, I started when I was in high school. So pretty much literally when this issue came out, I think I was working at McDonald's.
96. Yeah.
That's why McDonald's came in my brain. All right.
You went home from working your shift at McDonald's and you read some Azrael.
I'm going to get some comics. I'm a man now. I got my own used Dodge Omni. I'm going to get my comics.
Nice.
Oh. Let me get my CDs out of my big case and pick up CD for the trips.
CD wallet.
You kids will never know.
Yes. Those were the days.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and then Jean Paul's just standing in the rain without his mask on.
Yes, just standing around waiting for something to happen, which it does. He's immediately attacked by Mac.
Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac.
But yeah, just sort of firing on him.
I love it.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, he dodges, then he hits the ground, throws that mask on.
Yeah, throws the sword at him.
I love that. Jean Paul Valley vanishes, and there is only Azrael.
Only Azrael.
Yep. And then, bullets are hitting those mines, and it's just like, he is heedless of this.
Explosions going off everywhere, yeah.
What does he notice? The lead which screams about him and chews the ground at his feet. He is a blur, whirling too quickly for the machine's aiming mechanism. Yeah, just, like I said, whip that sword right at the...
And positions him so that the Mac steps directly onto a landmine, explodes.
Yep.
I like how they have all these armaments, and they're working on outfitting them with nukes, but they're not armored enough to withstand stepping on one landmine.
He took them out with a sword.
Oops. You might want to work on the designs a little bit more.
I love how Azrael and Jean Paul kind of work together, because it's like it's basically Jean Paul who figures out how to take wire from the robot. They're gonna take out the cameras and everything, and with that electric fence.
The electric fence, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, he feels a tingle of triumph and knows Jean Paul is again conscious within him. Azrael alone would feel nothing.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. We get a second page of Brian and Lilhy, because she's still just staring out the window. Yeah. Because he's even asked her, "Do you think you may be falling in love with him?" She's like, "What do I know of love? It's no more than a word among all other words to me. I feel something breaking within me, hurting me." And Brian, dear child, welcome to the human race.
Especially as a citizen of Gotham City.
Well, don't breathe too hard, or unless you want to change clothes. Lord. And then we see LeHah talking to Biss again.
Yep.
You sent a machine.
Donning his unholy vestments.
Pathetic human. You sent a machine to destroy an avenging angel? But yeah, he gets to the building. He's thinking, it's not my job. It's not too late. I could turn and run and get away. Let LeHah and the demon he serves go. Unpunished?
Unpunished?
But again, this ending's kind of anticlimactic, because it's like, he walks in, easily swats aside the flaming arrow.
Yeah, and then LeHah's up there with a crossbow and just kind of says, "Oh, just walk this way." And Azrael follows him in. He casually just kind of walks over and picks up this enormous battle axe and swings it at Azrael. It's kind of strange, this end fight.
It's kind of like, it's like a duel, and Azrael quickly disarms him, so Biss or LeHah runs away, and we tries to get him with that meat hook in that meat locker, but of course Azrael disarms that too. And then at the end, he just takes his blade out. You think he's gonna rip him to shreds, but he just rips his clothes. That Biss clothes to shreds. Yeah,
tears the helmet off of him and everything.
Then LeHah's just sitting there on that freezer floor.
I'm cold.
So. Yeah, kind of anticlimactic. Again, it's so funny. I guess he thought he was going to have demon powers or something, but it's like, that robot couldn't take out Azrael, so I'm going to hit him with an axe.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
I'm an overweight old man. I'm going to hit him with an axe.
And shoot at him with a crossbow. Yeah. This thing with armor-piercing shells. Armor-piercing shells, and they're working on outfitting it with nukes and stuff. It's got tear gas and maze and everything. None of that worked. So I'm going to shoot a crossbow at it.
My guy in the first issue, my guy's machine guns couldn't penetrate this armor, but this flaming arrow will.
I know, yeah. And this battle axe, I'll just go up and get this battle axe off the wall, and that will succeed where everything else failed.
Was that Denny's point where it's like, LeHah thought, he was going to be a badass now because, he had Biss on his side, but meanwhile it's just like, hey, you're just a tired old fat man in a weird outfit.
Yeah. He was so delusional that it led to his ultimate defeat. Yeah, that's one way you could look at it. I suppose that's probably the way that Denny intended, I would imagine. But to me, it's kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah.
Like if Jean-Paul had maybe gotten injured somehow during the fight with the Mac, and maybe that made the fight with LeHah a little bit more involved. I don't know. It seems like there could have been something else done. Some little detail could have been adjusted, maybe.
Yeah.
To make this more of a challenge for him at the end.
And again, I know Jean-Paul's in a better place now, but yeah, that end scene is just basically just like, you're too pathetic to kill. I ain't gonna yeah, you're just
even the dude that murdered his dad.
Yes.
Like he's just gonna leave him there naked and shivering in the cold, which is admittedly a better defeat than just outright killing this dude. Like you've stripped him of everything, like his unholy vestments of the demon lord and all of his weapons and stuff. You've stripped everything away from him, literally and figuratively, and just left him like this battered, beaten, broken husk of a man.
Yes.
You know, even worse than what he did to Bane when he first became Batman. Like, he beat the hell out of Bane and basically gave Bane a panic attack. Like, he gave worse treatment to LeHah. So, in a way, yeah, that was a better triumph for Azrael and Jean-Paul.
And again,
but the whole lead up to it, I guess, was what I was disappointed by.
Yeah, and again, I mean, too, you know, he's trying not to kill now, but also, I mean, yeah, I think that's a better defeat of LeHah than like killing him. Because it's like, you know, you're basically showing him, you know what, your little demon god is nothing. You know.
Your demon god is nothing, and you're nothing because you can't beat me with this Mac thing. You can't beat me with your battle axe or your crossbow. Like, nothing that you can do can defeat me. So
your money, or know, whatever religion you have, you're not defeating me.
Yeah, that is a better defeat. Yeah.
So I'm trying to think, does LeHah come back?
I think he does later on, doesn't he?
It might be a while. Cause I'm scrolling.
I think it's after issue 50 because I haven't read a lot of that, but I remember.
Yeah, I think it's
being curious if he did return and reading something about it.
I believe you're right, but yeah, it's gonna be a while. So
yeah, which I think that was good too, because how boring would it be if he had just come back every year?
Yeah, and
become basically like a version of the Joker that just pops up because he's expected to do so.
Especially the way he was easily defeated here.
Yeah. I mean, they could have had him like go and get some venom or something, or some other, like some suit of armor with weapons built into it or whatever.
Could have made him
Asbat's armor. Like his own version of the system starts kicking in. Like, they could have done that. It would have been terrible.
Yeah. Ooh, nice. Yes. Like I said, next time we're gonna cover the 2 issues of Azrael that took place during Contagion.
Yeah, that's next, isn't it?
It's gonna work perfectly for May because remember who guest appears in Azrael 15?
Oh yeah,
the one he was dreaming about for the longest time.
Catwoman's back.
That's right.
And it's their first meeting since that little fight. Actually, no, because then during Night Quest they had that when she was after the bio-emitter.
Oh, Night's End, yeah.
On Night's End during the bridge fight.
Remember, he just he basically was just like, get out of my way.
Yeah. But since then, they hadn't crossed paths again.
Yep, nope.
Until now.
So I'm trying to remember. I think she's kind of like, yeah, you were him, aren't you?
Yeah. I think because she can smell it on him.
Yeah, so remember, he has no pheromones, remember?
Yeah. She immediately detects that.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's going to be another good one.
Yeah. Good old Contagion.
So, yeah, that works perfectly for our Catwoman month. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. That's great. We couldn't have planned that better if we tried.
I know. So, yeah, you're talking a bunch of Catwoman next month.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Is there...
So excited.
Yeah, so 3 of the 4 episodes next month. You're talking Catwoman.
Yeah. I'm happy about that.
Oh, man. So, yeah. So you and Lilith are going to talk the exact same amount of Catwoman next month.
Nice.
3 episodes. Yep.
Yeah. I'm very happy about that. Yeah.
All right. So, any other thoughts on these issues?
No, I think we wrapped it up pretty good. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a lot happened here, but not really a lot did. Like, we did have the return of Lilhy and basically the explanation of where he's been and what he's done. We had a little bit of exposition with Sister Lilhy and Brian, and
Nightwing
stuff with Nightwing, which was a highlight. But yeah, just it seemed like not a lot of really momentous stuff happened besides the big fight.
Yeah, I always said like it's disappointing that Nightwing wasn't in these more, but it's like there really wouldn't have been much for him to do.
That's true.
I mean,
he could have helped Azrael against the Mac, maybe, but
again, Azrael really didn't have much of a problem.
He didn't really need any help. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we could have if there was more pages like has shown that, like, he was out hunting for trying to find Azrael, but he didn't need to be saved, I guess.
Yeah, he took care of him himself. Yeah.
All right, so like I said, next month for our Azrael episode, we'll be doing Azrael 15 and 16 from the Contagion crossover. Yeah, so we'll talk a little bit of Contagion too. Yeah,
that's gonna be cool.
I think, this was this might have been a few years ago. I think Lilith and I did a whole episode on Contagion, including those issues, but I
seem to recall that.
And we got special guest Ray, so that's...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and find that one.
Yeah, I'll have to find the link and send it to you, because, so not only... Ray talked a big Batman event with us, so...
Wow. It wasn't just him sending in feedback?
He was on with us. No,
wow.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that he was actually a guest on We Are the Night.
See, you people think he's always being sarcastic. No, he's being serious.
Batman, my favorite character.
And I have the proof.
Love it.
Into the Dark Knight, all to do with Batman.
When Lilith and I were talking those Joker issues, where it's like, come on, Ray, it's hee ha ha, man, it's not Batman.
Right, that's true.
I love Batman.
Who do you love?
Batman. Batman.
The Hard Master.
I got time to kill, Ray.
Sex on the mind.
Never give me time to kill.
Rumpy Pumpy.
Exciting times to be a pimp. Nailed it. I thought they were Boston Pizza owners sucking the life force.
And of course,
a couple of balls down the gob. Gobble, gobble.
All right. I guess we can get out of here. So, yes. Here, let me do the schedule, because, Justin will be back for the next 2 episodes. Well, except for 1 episode. He'll be here all next month, kids. So, wrong schedule. All right. Yes, because I think we're doing... Hold on. Let me open the schedule before I say I think. All right. Yes, next episode. Next week, you will hear me, Lilith, and Justin talking the first 4 issues of the Catwoman 90 series.
Yeah.
And then the episode after that, we're going to cover Catwoman 15 through 18. And then...
Which story was that, Phil? I can't remember.
What's that one? It's
15 through 18.
Doesn't she get sent on a mission or...
Was it the one where she is kind of like an origin where she fights that Hellhound guy?
No, that's before that. Hold on. What's the name of that?
It's been a while since I've read those, obviously.
Yeah, hold on. I'm looking at the app here. Where's the 90 series? Hold on. Let me switch to a bigger screen. I'm old. All right. It's like a 4-part story. I forget the name of it,
but it actually had a name.
Yeah. I think it's the one. Remember the one covers like she's in like a wedding. She had like a wedding dress on. Like,
yes,
that one. Yeah,
the Cat File.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah.
I think it's called the Cat File.
Yeah, that one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we're going to get into that. And then the week after that, Lilith and I will talk Catwoman 1 in Rome, the 6-issue mini. It's kind of like I think it's like a sequel to Long Halloween or...
Oh, I don't think I've ever read that one.
Yeah. And then Yes, and then Justin will be back. Me and the two of us will talk Azrael 15 and 16 with special guest star Catwoman.
Catwoman and Contagion, yeah.
Yes. Oh, man, May and June is going to be chock full with Justin because then we start the Killer Month.
That's right. Right after that. Oh, I love it.
So, yeah, you're basically, except for 1 week, you're basically getting Justin on here every episode until July.
That's right. You get all your We Are the Night hosts in one place.
That's right. Oh, my agent's a smash. I can't wait. The only thing better than recording with either one of you is recording with both of you.
I agree. We always have so much fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, you two were separated at birth, I swear.
We are a little bit of psychic twins. It's true.
What? Well, yes, I hear you have many things in common.
Things in common, cannabis and comics and other things starts with C.
All right, so send us your thoughts on all that upcoming stuff, because again, Justin will be here for most of it. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, episodes, social media, merchandise, brand new merch. Go pick up your brand new merch, kids.
Some new logo swag.
That's right. Come on, Ray. I saw you got the old stuff. Come on, buy some new stuff, Ray. Buy them for the kids. Come on. All right. And, and of course, you can drop random money on us through the Cash App link. Lilith demands it.
Make it rain.
Yeah.
And of course, the Patreon, which I don't know what you're getting coming up, but again, it's uncensored Lilith Hellfire. So again, it's worth the low price.
Absolutely.
All right, so find everything at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
That's right. We're getting Catwoman next time.
She looks like she's just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Especially Jim Ballin Catwoman.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That ain't no NBA, but I see a couple basketballs. Yeah.
Oh, that's naughty.
Gonna
be some dicks waving around in here. I don't think so. One way to the Biscuit Town.
All right. The conductor on the biscuit train, Mr. Justin the Owl. You can catch him here. Again, usually one time a month on We Are the Night, the Batman podcast, but you're going to be getting him a lot more in May and June, so.
The next couple months, you'll hear a lot more of me.
And, of course, you can catch him every week, either on Marvel Tales or X-Men Classic over on Capes and Lunatics. And you can hear him every month on Energon Universe with me and Russell talking all the new Transformers and G.I. Joe over at Image Comics.
Yes.
But he also podcasts without me, so where else can we hear you, Justin?
You can also find me and Russell over at Gamma Charge, the strongest podcast there is, where every month we discuss the Incredible Hulk and the Sensational She-Hulk. And we also have a Patreon, so do check that out. We can also be found with the High Priest of Khonshu, Ray, over on Predator and Prey, the Yocha podcast, where we are reviewing the new Predator comics coming out every month from Marvel. There's a new miniseries out called The Final Hunt, which is excellent. And last but not least, the Lost Library of Legends is still going along, and by the time this episode comes out, I will have wrapped up a 2-part retrospective on an obscure and forgotten Marvel series from 1994 known as Black Wolf.
We're going back to the 90s here, bitch.
That drop's coming so much, so handy.
Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown.
Oh, I can't wait for the next 2 episodes. We're going to be getting a whole lot of...
Talking about meat is so natural.
Oh, yes. I have a feeling the next few episodes of We Are the Night, you're going to get a lot more drops.
Yes. And I feel like it's going to come quick and fast. It's going to,
Well, that escalated quickly.
It's going to escalate.
You're probably right.
These next couple episodes are going to escalate quickly, kids. So strap in.
Just like the Jim Ballant Catwoman.
Scream at!
All right. Thank you for joining us. So again, yes, next time we'll start our Catwoman coverage.
Yes.
Me, Lilith, and Justin will be back. So
Yep. All month long.
yes, that makes me happy. Yes.
Yeah, me too.
That's what I said. It's always a great time with that. Oh, you know what else? I think it's in the fall, but when we get to episode 200, you got to join us.
Oh, Batman 89.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be so much fun.
Oh, yeah. And I think if you want to join us, I think in December we decided we're going to do more Batman 66 episodes.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice. I might join you for some of those. And if you do some of the animated series.
Yeah.
too,
Oh, I do have them on towards the end
too.
of the year. Yes, we are doing animated.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll join you for one
Oh,
or two of
kids, I
those.
think he's going to... Justin's signed up to do a lot more than we are tonight. All right. Come back next time. Remember, join us same bat time.
Same Bat Channel.
Ooh, Azrael time. We are the night.
The Batman Podcast.
Watch your meat locker, kids. Good night.